Oh, why are you so close to my face, Jesus? Lord, how you zooming out, Jesus? Lord, Jesus. Those are that close. Hi, you guys. How are you? So, I have to clean up this dusty room. I remember I told y'all that I was doing that live. Yeah, I didn't do it live, but I got done. I got done like pretty late. I want to say I left out of here at like 10. Yeah, like close to 10, like 9:45. But it's like the best footage ever, and I'm so excited. So my room is a disaster. I have to clean out these bowls. So I figured that I would do it here on live with you guys. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to be like reading everybody's stuff, but I'll just show you guys how I sanitize my stuff after a work day. And it came to me to do it like after I had already like got everything on my color bar situated again. So I pretty much got everything done over here. But I got more stuff done. Okay, so here is the board. Here are all of the colors that I normally use. I love this. Okay, so I'm just letting y'all know in advance that I love T.I. Sorry, y'all. I don't know why it's zoomed in so freaking close, and I can't get it to hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Whatever. Can you see me? Can you see me? Okay. So I'm about to get these bowls cleaned out from last night. Because when I told y'all it was so dusty. There we go. Oh, wait, y'all. Wait. Okay, there we go. So I'm about to get this whole room clean. It's pretty much clean. I mean, no, it's not. Like my floor is so nasty. But I'm gonna let y'all see me clean out these bowls, and then I'll get to cleaning everything. Okay, so I'm about to zoom in. Is everybody okay? Let me zoom in. I'm about to zoom in. Yeah, sorry that y'all about to hear T.I. in the background, cause I love God and trap music. So yeah. Hold on, y'all. Just watch what this soap. I gotta get my charger. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is get this set up, which is going to be, this is like my drawing station over here. I'm just and then this pallette's clean. These are like bleach stains and whatnot. Hey girl. And then you guys give me a second with answering your comments and stuff because I can't like clean this stuff and read at the same time. And I'm trying to include y'all in this because my client's gonna be here in a minute. Well, in like an hour. And so this is, like I said, this is the cleaning station. I mean the drying station. And so then this is where we are. Oh. So you want the water as hot as you can take it on your hand. And then these are just a couple of reusable Lord Jesus gloves. So if you guys want me to tell you how to do that or show you how to do that, then I got you. But I've already saturated everything in a disinfectant. Oh. Like normally I do this before I leave for the day, but y'all, I was so freaking tired last night. Like I couldn't even do it. I don't know if everybody cleans their stuff like this, but this is how I clean mine. And then, mind you, all this stuff has been soaking like overnight because I did put it in the sink with barbicide and disinfectant and stuff overnight. And so now I'm just giving it like an additional wash this morning. Except for the bowls, obviously, the cover bowls. These bowls was in my sink. I was gonna play music, but I think that if you play music on YouTube while you're on live, you get in trouble on live. Like they still don't play their copyright stuff even when you're on live. So I'm trying to talk y'all through this, but then it's on my laptop, so it's not like I can see. So I'm gonna move it closer so I can try to read. Because I don't want it to be quiet and y'all just watching me talk. Hold on, I'm moving the laptop closer. Okay. Why that's dumb. Yeah, I don't know. Well, no, that's why did I just say I don't know? I do know why. So, okay, if y'all notice, sometimes you go on like, or if you have an Instagram or something like that, then if you post like a video or something that has pictures to it, they'll get it for copyright. But what's happening is there's a law that's been passed, and it's mainly like a European law. It's in the works being passed, and they've been having a lot of creators like myself like signing the petition and all of that stuff. It's not necessarily for the United States. It's for Europe, or like I think it's in Europe or like the UK, whatever. I'll put it in the I'll make another video about it and give you like the full facts or whatever. But basically, for example, there were companies like using, for example, if I wasn't doing my own business and I was using somebody else's videos and portraying it as my work, before the laws were not set up to protect the person who made that footage. So now they passed a law to protect people's rights to their music, which I don't see anything wrong with it, because even though I'm not a singer or anything like that, I could imagine how it would feel to work so hard at something and then have somebody, steal your ideas or whatever. So that's why they do it. And now, okay, with the law being passed, what's so crazy, the reason YouTube, Instagram, and stuff don't play stuff like that is because now, let's say one of you use some of my stuff, right? And YouTube doesn't take it down, like it's my music, YouTube doesn't take it down, YouTube can get sued by me, not you. I'm not suing you, I'm suing YouTube. I'm not suing you. So that's why YouTube like, no, forget that. I'm not getting sued. So they don't allow us to use other people's content. So that's why they do that. It's not dumb. It's annoying, yes. But, there's ways around it. So if anybody that's watching that's on here does music or anything like that, then hit me up, girl. But right now I don't have my normal scrubber brush on bag at all. And I just like to scrub the inside of the comb. Even though it's already been sanitized overnight, I still do that. So that's what people like, oh my God, see, you using the same combs and brushes. First of all, no, not. I buy new combs and brushes every month.
But obviously the combs that I need to buy, like obviously this one I buy combs like this like every other week because like this broke, so I'm gonna be buying another one on Monday. But seriously, like I'm not buying a new comb for every client they come in with, like, which I think is sweet.
That's good to know about the music usage. Please follow the rules so you don't get in trouble. Yeah, I'm not. It's not even worth all that. Okay, so no, I'm so glad you brought that up. Let's talk real quick. I want to talk. I want to talk to y'all about something. If y'all want to talk about something, give me a one. Well, if you're a person who does like okay reaction videos and stuff like that, obviously you using something in editing, so they have certain things with like laws and stuff. But yeah, for dancers, they just gotta use their own type of content. Okay, so y'all ready for the one? Okay, okay. So I want to kill two myths for you guys. Two myths. And I'm calling it a myth because I'm willing to bet money that everybody in here at this very second believes the myth that I am about to kill. First myth. People are under the impression that for a hairstylist, the height of a hairstylist career or a hairstylist's number one goal is to get a hair salon. Like have her own hair salon and have people working for her. Like that's what people think is like the number one goal of a hairstylist. That is so far from the truth. It could not be further from the truth. Okay? Let me explain something to you guys. I already did that, been there, done that, had my own shop. And before we even get on me, let's talk about some really dope people like um Alonzo Arnold is like a really, really dope artist, and he opened up a shop and spent like close to like hundreds of thousands on it, I'm sure. And it was like, you know what? This is not what I want because people think that, oh my God, you got a salon. That's like the best. You made it. No, it's the most stress you will ever have in your life. Do you hear me? Because you have a bunch of women that are in there. It's like having a bunch of kids. Like, oh my God, she looking at me. Oh my God, she took my client. Like, girls can't pay their boyfriend because their baby daddy stole their money, stuff like y'all have no idea. That is not the height of a hairstylist career. Any hairstylist that you ever meet that has a hair salon and then didn't have and doesn't have it anymore is going to say the same thing. And whenever I closed my shop, people were like, oh, Sam probably closed her shop because it wasn't successful or she didn't have money. No, that's not why I closed my shop. When I had my shop was only it was $16.96 a month, right? $16.96 a month. Where I'm at right now cost me $375 a week. And where I was before, I had a bunch of girls there that were paying booth rent. So none of the money was coming out of my pocket. Like I didn't have to pay. It was nothing. The hair salon was nothing but profit for me. It was nothing but pure profit for me. And I did not want to do it anymore, you guys. Like having a hair salon, having a shop is not the most, like hairstylists are not like, oh my God, like one day I'll have my own hair salon. Like, no. So, and like I said, like this place that I'm at right now is $1,500 a month. And I'm here by myself in this studio. So at first, the studio that I moved from, because this is the new one, you asked me if I was moving. Actually, I moved to a smaller studio. I'm actually, at this present time, I am making more money than I have ever made in my entire career right now. And I'm not being boastful or bragging or anything. I'm just trying to explain things to you guys. Like right now, I make the most money that I have ever made in my career. I can pay my booth rent up for like 2 months. And I'm just being honest. But I downsized to get a smaller space. Most people think that, and I'm not talking about Black people, just in general, most people think that the height of the more money that you make is like, okay, you got to get more stuff. No, the rich stay rich because they don't make their circumstances grow with their bank accounts.
Okay, so I'm downsizing things because it makes no sense. The last studio that I was in, the bigger one, was $400 a week. Okay, $400 a week. That's $1,600 a month. That's more than some people pay for their rent at their house, and that's how studios are. Okay, $275 a week is the standard price for a studio suite like this. So I had to ask myself, because at first I was like, okay, no, I don't want to. I don't want to move into a smaller suite, because if I move into a smaller suite, people gonna be like, "Oh my God, Stan ain't got no money. Oh, Stan must be doing bad because she downsizing." And like, you in this industry, and I'm guilty of this. I would get so like bombarded by how what I thought people were going to think of me, or the way that I thought people were going to perceive me as. And a lot of you could be like, "Oh my God, Sam, don't worry about what other people think about you." But it's really easy for a person who just goes on the social media whenever they feel like it to say that, and then a person who lives a life on social media. It's real easy for you to say, "Oh, ignore what people say," when you talking about like, oh, your mama or your sister or your cousin. But when you have thousands of people saying stuff to you, it's a little harder. Like, and I think a lot of people, sorry y'all, I'm just moving stuff around because I gotta clean the other side now. This is how it looks as it's being sanitized. And now it's gonna dry while I clean the rest of the room. Hold on, y'all. I gotta move stuff. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. I wish I knew how to zoom this camera out, because I do not like it being this close to my face. But yeah, like, people for the most part, like, they'll always be like, "Oh my God, Stan, like one day you'll get your own hair salon," and all that stuff. Like, bro, been there, done that. I had, like I said, my rent there for my whole shop, and it was 7 girls, was $16.96 a month. This room is $1,500 a month. So I pay more now in this room than I did there. My sanity is way more important, and you guys, y'all can look for yourselves. Like, having a hair salon is not the height of a hairstylist career. 2, everybody likes to be like, "Oh my God, Sam, you should be a cosmetology instructor." If there are any cosmetology instructors on here, I apologize, and I am only speaking for Las Vegas, Nevada, okay? At this point in my career, not everybody, this is not for everybody, but at this point in my career, and I worked my ass off, my weekly income with doing hair is a little under 3,000, okay? So a week. So if I was to be a cosmetology instructor, my mom used to work for this place out here called Workforce Connection, and Workforce Connection used to place, because I don't even think they're open anymore. Anyway, Workforce Connection would place people that needed work. It was almost like a temp agency, kind of, sort of, but it wasn't temporary. Like, it gave them permanent jobs. Anyway, so my mother used to place cosmetologists at hair schools. The starting, like the max that they made at the schools was like $17 an hour. So if I'm making like 3K a week, you want me to go make $17 an hour? That's a myth. People think they're like, "Oh my God, being a cosmetology instructor is like the best thing." No. In the state of Nevada, you only have to have a cosmetology license for 3 months before you can be an instructor. So only want a license for 3 months, and then you can teach people how to do hair and get them ready for state board. So myth number 2, you guys, like, Jesus Christ. Like, and then lastly, I'm gonna go way deeper into this, and I promise to God I'm gonna answer y'all questions in a minute, or comments, or whatever. Product line. Now, we're not even just a product line, just selling something in general. I need people to understand that there's a difference between your gross and your profit. Okay, for example, with my product line, I'm just being very transparent. Like, if somebody thinks it's me being cocky, then I don't really know. I don't know, whatever. So actually, I'm not gonna use an exact number. I'm gonna use a roundabout number. So Black Friday,
Black Friday, let's say for hypothetically, let's say I made 50,000 for Black Friday, right? 50,000. That sounds like a lot of money, right? That sounds like a lot of money. It's not, okay? Because remember, if I have $50,000 worth of orders, I also have to print $50,000 worth of labels. To do some mental math really quick. 120 labels with USPS is $120. Blah blah. 20 20 labels with USPS is $120. There we go. 20 labels is $120. So just do the mental math in your head. Multiply, or let's not even do that. Let's just do the labels all together. So USPS charges us approximately, let's just go ahead and say $875. So multiply $875 times 50,000. Okay? And then deduct that. Or not 50,000, but 50,000 orders. So however many orders, let's throw a number out there. Let's say 10,000 orders. Let's say 10,000 orders. So multiply $8.75 times 10,000. So then deduct that amount. So let's say that's what, $6,000 right there before we do anything. Just printing the shipping labels to get the products from wherever I'm at to you. Okay, and so then after that, remember, I make everything myself. So this, whenever I do the products, it comes in an empty bottle. Where's my? I got an empty bottle. Hold on. Okay. Whenever I first order the products, I mean the bottle comes like this, right? The bottle comes like this, and then peep this. This don't come with this. This and this does not come together. So I order, what number did we say? 10,000. So I order $50,000 worth of these bottles or whatever bottles this is. And I have to order this part and this part, right? Okay, so we haven't even already, that's like what, let's say that's like 2,000-3,000 if you take that out of account. And mind you, I'm not saying like, oh, I'm ordering as you guys purchase. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like when you do the math on the money that we spending, and mind you, you have to put the money back into the business. So whatever you spending on the product, you have to reorder it as if you was doing it like pay to order, if that makes sense. So anyway, so now we already have shipping labels, right? So we, like I said, this is hypothetically multiply $875 times 10,000, and then that's deduct that from the $50,000 that you made. Plus, I gotta buy tops and bottles. Then remember, okay, so remember that's blank, right? So then I gotta order labels. Okay, so multiply 10,000 times however much it costs me to print these labels. Then keep in mind, 50 of these labels cost me about $250. So imagine how much money it costs, like times however many labels I need for 50,000 orders. Okay, look, we're not even done yet. So because so far all we've done is packaging, right? But then we got to do the actual product, and all of the enzymes, everything that I use are completely organic and everything, and I get them shipped from overseas. So I got to pay for shipping for that. So that's about 4 or 5, like 7,000-8,000 altogether, like just with getting all that together. So after all of that, like you made 50,000, it's like, oh, that's a lot of money. No, it's not, because you know how much we kept after everything. And after I paid the 2 people that work for me or whatever, after you pay everybody, if I made $50,000, you want to know how much I kept? Like 3,000. Out of $50,000, we got to keep like, I'm lying, not 3,000, maybe like 7 or 8. Like 7 or 8,000. If you make $50,000, you're keeping like 7 or 8, because for the first 4 years of a business, you're learning your ground. You're figuring out what you want to do, whether or not it's something that you want to do. Because let me say this, part of growing a business and part of growing a brand and part of learning who you are is to try different things. And at any time, when you trying something, you don't like it, like you discover that you don't like it, I feel like it's okay to like step back and do something else. I don't believe that there's anything wrong with being like, I tried this, I was successful at it, but I don't want to do this anymore. And there's nothing wrong with doing that, because when you're doing something that makes you unhappy, you don't succeed. It's like you hit a ceiling, because if you're not in peace, you can't go further up. So like, if you get to a place where you're unhappy and you're unsatisfied, regardless of how much money you're making or how successful things are, you can't hit a certain peak. And that's why I wanted to say these things and kill those 3 myths, even though we're supposed to be cleaning up, because I feel like people are so oblivious to the things that hairstylists go through. Like even the video that I put up or whatever with the girl that was in here crying and stuff, people are like, I had to stop reading the comments because it was pissing me off, because people were like, oh my God, like you were so nasty, you were so rude. First of all, y'all watch Love and Hip Hop every day. Y'all watch Love and Hip Hop and stuff like that on a regular basis, and it's like everybody finds like peace and comfort in watching shows like Love and Hip Hop and stuff. But then when you are shown the reality of like a everyday person, like of a real life person, of a woman that's a mother and a wife with 2 children that's doing this to provide a life for her kids. So I post a woman being disrespectful and I'm nasty when the girl saw this big ass camera right in the face, you know? So it's just like I'm at this place where, and I am like, oh, I employ everybody to be at this place like where you just don't give a damn about what nobody thinks about you. Like when I say I don't give a shit about what nobody thinks about me, like I don't care. I've been making decisions that are going to make me happy. And if anything destroys my energy or anything, I'm just not doing it. Like I don't care. And if somebody thinks that's messed up, then bite me. I just don't care. I hate Love and Hip Hop. Me too. Okay. I'm glad you said that. Okay. And then I think we got let me see what time is it. Oh, we got a minute. Okay. So how many of you think that it went on to, and I like, please be honest, like don't be up here trying to be nice nasty, because I want to address this. Because how many of you think that in that video, if you watch that video, that I let it go on too long and I should have just been like, get out of my room? Give me a 1 if you think that's what I should have done. If you think that I went too far and I should have been like, just get out, and I let it go too far and I was unprofessional because I was like I was letting her talk and I was being calm, cool, and collective, give me a 1. If that's what you believe, be honest. Give me a 1. Okay, so I guess nobody feels that way. Okay, so nobody feels that way. Okay. I didn't see the video, sorry. 3. I never said anything about 3. Y'all confusing me. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna address that in 2 parts as I sweep the floor because I haven't cleaned up anything. So most of the comments were like, oh, you talk to her too long. People were like, oh, you're stupid, or you look dumb. You look dumb because you were talking to her for too long and all of this stuff. But peep this. I am hold on. Like people were like, oh, you were not unprofessional, but somebody was like, I was doing too much, or I look just as dumb as her because I was letting it go too long. Listen, so okay, this is my room right here. I'm a black girl, obviously. Black girl here, Asian lady here. Nothing but people without melanin this way. And then 2 other rooms with black women down this way. That's it. Okay, so all y'all like, oh, I let it go on too long. I was explaining it. Y'all need to learn. Most of people's problem is y'all don't know how to control y'all environment. I was controlling my environment. If I would have done what y'all asked me to do, y'all saying I should be like, oh, get out. I don't know her. I don't know what her reaction would have been if she would have been combative. Whenever you throw shit at somebody, they're gonna throw shit back. So if I didn't want her to throw shit in my room and disturb my reputation for me being one of the only black women here, I couldn't throw shit. I had to throw sugar. So that's what I did. And as annoying as it was, my reputation was not disturbed. She left here and tried to spread rumors about me in Vegas. That's why the video was posted and it killed all of that. And I'm not getting into that because I don't do free promotion on my YouTube channel. But like, one thing that everybody needs to understand is like everything is not so black and white. Like everybody's like, oh, I would have cussed her out. And then you would have been the ghetto black girl at your job with a nasty ass reputation. That's not what I do. Nobody is worth what I've worked this hard to build. So that's why I was that's why I was giving the explanation, because she was already extra. If her grown ass gonna stand in here and fake cry, then people were like, oh my God, that's so wrong. You posted that she was crying. Y'all, she was like going in between crying and smiling the whole time. She was trying to play me, bro. Like, get out of here. And then she went back and commented on all the videos. So you guys, please do not say that I was stupid for handling it that way, because this is killing another myth. Hairstylist, it is my job to make people look beautiful. That's what I do. I make people look beautiful. That's what the combs and the brushes and the flat irons are for. I make people look beautiful. So we also make this industry look beautiful. When I tell y'all that is normal, y'all like, oh, you didn't have to do that. Imagine what I went through with that girl, because that was nothing. On a scale from 1 to 10, that was probably like a 5 or 6. That was nothing. That's why I'm so calm. Imagine going through stuff worse than that at least twice a month for 11 years. Stuff like that. At least twice a month for 11 years. And then come tell me how to handle myself. Girl, listen. And it's okay. Like, I'm not upset or anything, y'all. And then the girl, one of you beauty said I should file the defamation case. Do y'all know how many times I've had people spread rumors about me in Vegas? Girl, if I was doing a defamation case for every time somebody spread a rumor about me in Vegas, I would have nothing else to do. I didn't have people like, oh, the only reason she gives people hair so straight is because she put relaxer in her conditioner. Like, y'all, I didn't have so many people spread rumors about me. I don't care nothing about people talking about my craft or nothing like that. That's why I posted the video, because I feel like my work speaks for itself. I don't feel like I live in I don't feel like I am in an industry that involves that much talking. I feel like because it's a visual art, the work speaks for itself, and I don't feel like I have to defend myself or anything. And plus, I had to record it, so I was like, oh, we gonna start a rumor in Vegas? Bloop, here we go. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to kill some of those myths for you guys and just get you guys understanding, like, take it easy on your hairstylist. Like, it's not as easy as it looks. It's not as easy as a hairstylist makes it look. It literally will take everything from you to get here. That's why when people be like, oh, tell me how to build my clientele. Girl. That's why I have the ebook on, how I made my first $100,000, and it's like a breakdown of everything that I use. I'm including apps. Normally I do my vendors list. And most of you know this. Normally I sell my vendors list on my website, and my vendors list, I mean, like, I have a flat iron vendor. So like if you want to have a flat iron with your name on it, starting your own eyelash line, starting your own freaking cosmetic line. What else? Starting your own hair company, like Virgin Bundles. I have a Virgin Bundle distributor on there. And then two private labeling companies on like how to start your own product line, or not how to start your product line. Like, I'm giving you the links to the website. You can go on there, contact them, and get the ball rolling on starting your own product line. One of my favorite ones that are on there, oh my God, they're so freaking amazing. Like, they do the tags for you, they do the cards, they make the silk satin bags for you and put your logo on them. They do logo design, all of that stuff. I am literally giving away all of these plugs, and normally I sell my vendors list like a piece. Each one is like $60 or something like that. And let me tell you something. Some people are like, what, you selling it for $60? Yes, because I have like 10 girls that bought my vendors list, and all of them, the minimum that they've made this year is $30,000. The minimum. $30,000 may not seem like a lot, but when you could barely pay your rent and then you buy a vendors list for me, or you take one of my business consulting classes and then you make $30,000. I don't care. I think that that's a big win, you know? And so people take personal business consulting classes with me. I actually do that on a regular basis. It's one of like my main sources of income. But I decided that for my YouTubers, because you guys are so freaking amazing to me, I decided to basically I did a whole like online ebook, and I'm breaking down like different editing software and different tactics that you guys can use to like promote your businesses, different tactics that you guys can use to grow your business. And it's not just for the hair industry, everything. I'm teaching like all of my social media tactics and everything. And then I am also giving a full list of all of the vendors that I just told y'all about. Like all of those vendors I'm giving away. Mind you, everything that I just said, that whole ebook is $30. $30. And anyway, you don't have to do it. You can do it if you want to. You can, I don't know. I brought that up to say this. Most people that want to be successful and want to be rich don't want to spend the money on themselves to do so. So the only reason that you guys are like seeing my face is because I spent money investing in my branding, investing in my business. Like I've spent thousands of dollars invested in my business. So it's like mind-boggling to me when people are like, $30, that's too much. Like what? I used to spend like on average, I remember one time for a shade room advertisement, and this was when my work got a lot of visibility. I paid $1,200 for an Instagram post. And it was work that I made the money back within the first 6 hours because of my product line. But if you want to succeed, you have to invest in yourself. Why do you think you can get big things with spending no money or with putting in a little effort? No. So it's insane to me. If you're a person that's like, oh my God, I don't want to learn all that. I don't want Plaza. I don't want to learn everything she did. It's $30. I want to spend $30, but you don't want to be rich then. You don't want to make $100,000 in a year then. It's not a big deal. And that's why I put it at $30. And my husband was even like, why in the hell would you make it only $30? And I was like, because it's not about the money. I believe that whenever you let out positivity, you get it all right back in. I believe that the more of a hand that I extend to other people, like hands were not extended to me, the more God will extend his hand to me. So that, you know. So, I mean, like I said, you can take it if you want to. You can leave it. It don't really mean me no never mind. I know that sounds messed up, but we'll turn around and drop $30 in storage. Girl, what? Yes, exactly. I think you're fantastic. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you. Yeah, but that's it, you guys. And I don't, like, not even to be talking out of that. I told you on the last one was a lie. People were like, you seem so mad. Girl, I'm not mad. I'm from the deep, girl. This is how I talk, girl. Stop being feelings, girl. Get out your feelings, girl. Okay. So, do you guys have any more questions for me? Oh, I love you guys so much more. Yeah, but seriously though, more than anything, it don't even have nothing to do with me. I just want y'all to like invest in yourselves, invest in your businesses. You don't have to spend the money on me. I don't care. You don't have to. And I know some people may take this the wrong way, but like I don't really care. Like I'm good. Like I'm teaching you all of the tactics that I use. So if you don't want to take advantage of it for $30, I mean, I don't really care. Because I'm already good. I just still want to do my part. So that way, like when everything is all said and done, I know that I've been the type of spirit that just wants to radiate and like make other people's lives brighter. And if people don't want to take advantage of that, then now you're not doing me. And in the process, people may be feeling some type of way because I'm snazzy or whatever. People like, ooh, seeing so nasty. Like, I'm not nasty. I'm nice. I just don't be like, I just don't take people talking shit to me, bro. Okay. I wasn't even supposed to be
standing here looking directly at y'all talking. I was supposed to be getting stuff together. You're a good one to definitely say that. How do you have so much patience to do thick hair? I can't do it. And then, well, I haven't always had that much patience. Rome was not built in a day, Jesus. I just love it. It's challenging for me. I love weaves and stuff. Like, that's all I'm doing today. I have 3 weaves back to back, and then a silk wrap. Anyway, so I love weaves and stuff, but weaves are very repetitive. Like, it's the same thing. Like, I do stitches, the same braid patterns to get certain results, but with natural hair, everybody's texture is so different. Everybody's cuticle is swollen to different diameters. Everybody's density is different. Everybody's length is different. Everybody's damage is different. And it's so challenging for me, so I don't get bored, obviously, doing it. If I just did weaves for 11 years, I would be bored as shit. Like, because it's the same, you know? Oh, I love you more. Do I charge extra for thick hair? No, I do not. And it kind of pisses me off when hairstylists do. Because now, let me say this. I charge extra if their hair is like matted severely or tangled or ratted or whatever. Yes, I do charge extra for that. But other than that, no, I do not charge for length. I believe in whenever you set your price point, you set it at the lowest that you're willing to go. You know, it doesn't go lower than what you're willing to go. And then it goes the highest that you will ever charge. The highest that I will ever charge, no matter the texture, whatever. Like, I have a set price for my worth. And that's it. That it is what it is. So if you think that thicker hair or longer hair should be charged more, you need to make your price point that. You know why? Because it's dumb. Because if you're a good hairstylist, their hair is going to be longer and thicker the more time that goes by. You're going to grow their hair out. That's what you're supposed to be doing. And then you're going to improve the density of their hair. So as time goes on, they're going to have thicker, longer hair. So are you going to charge them more once they're a regular, loyal customer of yours and you've been having their hair grow back? No, that's stupid. Set your price point at a place that you deserve and leave it at that. Look at your area. Everybody wants to be on social media like, oh, how much she charging? She charging this much. Like, I see girls all the time with like doing weaves and stuff, and they're like, oh, I'm about to charge $300-$400 for what? Most of these hairstyles that y'all see on Instagram, they haven't built anything tangible, because Instagram is exactly what it sounds like. It's instant. Things go viral instantly, and then people forget about their ass instantly. So if you don't build anything that has like a real strong core and a real strong content and something tangible, make yourself into a brand that somebody can like tangibly hold in some type of way, monetizing yourself, your brand, and your content to the point where nobody can take it from you. Like, no one cares, because I don't give a shit what anybody says. Everybody does now. So a lot of people that's on YouTube, that's on Instagram, they have millions of followers, got bread. But there are a lot of people that have a whole bunch of subscribers with no money. So please do not believe that. That's why I tell everybody to march to the beat of their own drum with blinders on. Keep blinders on. That's why I love that movie, Bird Box, because like the underlying meaning of it, because I say that all the time, like, run the race of your life like a horse. And what do I mean by that? When horses are in a race, they have blinders on, so they can't look to the right. They can't look to the left, so they can't see any of their competitors. The only thing that they can see is their end goal. And that's where I'm at. I don't give a shit what anybody thinks about me. People are like, oh my God, you're closing your books. Yes, I'm closing my books because it irritates me. You know what I mean? It's about me. It's about Cynthia and not about anybody else. The other big decision that I'm making that I'll tell you guys about later, it's me. I'm not doing it anymore because it bothers me. It takes away my peace. So anybody that's like, oh, you shouldn't do that. Whatever I'm stopping doing, if I listen to you, you're not disturbed by what it does to me. I am. You just make your little comment, oh, I'm gonna pray for you, and then you go live in your life. But it's about me. And I'm saying this, I'm using myself for an example, but this goes to you guys first. I just say everything to myself first. Like, you have to do what makes you happy, because when you live for other people, you manifest for other people. And when you manifest for other people, it ain't what you want. You won't want the shit that they want, because peep this, when I say you manifesting for other people, I don't mean you manifesting good stuff for other people. I'm saying them having that disbelief that you can't get it done, them having that disbelief that you will never make it, them having that disbelief that it's going to be hard for you, you are manifesting their beliefs in you, because you would care about what they think. I don't give a fuck about what nobody think about me. Just like I just cuss, I don't care. I cuss, and I like Jesus and trap music. We talk about other stuff too. Like, everybody, I feel like if everybody gets to understand that, and if everybody gets to a place where they only care about themselves. And I don't mean like in a selfish way. I just mean like not worried about what other people think, you'll be good. And I'm, like I said, I'm saying it to you, but it goes to me first, because I had to get to a point where I'm like, I don't give a shit about what other people in the industry do. It's a bunch of other hairstylists on YouTube that perform in a certain way, that don't do certain things, that don't talk about certain things. I'm going to do what I want to do, because my elevation and my manifestation has been directly connected to my inner peace. And I'm not willing, this peace feels so good, and I'm not willing to let anything disrupt it. So anything, anyone, any business, anything that disrupts my peace has to go. Okay. Okay, and then lastly, okay, so real quick, real quick, because my time's about to be here, and I got a praise report. So, y'all, listen. How many of y'all were on my live when I was like, pray for me, y'all? Give me a 2 if you were on my live when I told y'all to pray for me, because we went house shopping and I found a house. So give me a 2. Hurry up, because my client will be here in like 15 minutes. Okay. Listen. I done got excited and my lips done got chapped. Wait. Listen, girl, you're not ready, girl. Okay, stop. In Vegas, I've lived in Henderson for most of the time that I've been in Vegas, and I've been in Vegas for almost 11 years, right? And so we've lived in Henderson most of the time that we've been here, but now I wanted to move to Okay. So I wanted to move to a different side of town or whatever. So I wanted to move over here. But I'm not really a person, like, my husband's like, come on, let's buy a house. But I'm like, I don't really know if I want to do that, because I'm the type of person, like, I get something, I have it for a while, but I love it. And I'll be like, ooh, I want something else. So I don't know if I'm going to buy a house. But anyway, before we do on this side of town, I told him that I wanted to, like, just rent over here, blah, blah, blah. So we're going to look for a house, right? So the last time we moved, don't ask me why, but our lease is like right now, like the end of the month. I don't know. Anyway, so it was really hectic or whatever, but we started house shopping. So we went to his house and I was praying about it, and I was like, okay, God, I want to downsize, because like, even though I'm making way more money, I want my expenses to shrink, because I'll be a millionaire faster, right? That was my theory. So I was like, okay, I don't want to go over, like, let's make our cap like, I don't want to throw numbers out there, but we set a certain cap. So we go to the house, it's like perfect, right? So we go in there, my husband starts talking to this guy, but when we pulled out in front, we thought that the guy was maybe like either the homeowner or the property manager, because it was this Mexican guy. So anyway, we waiting. We had a new agent or whatever, we'll talk about that later. So we had a new agent or whatever for that day, and we didn't know what she looked like. So we thinking that this other lady is hers, not. They come in, we go in or whatever. We say hi, everything's cool. They show me the house. It was okay. The rooms were a lot smaller, but I was kind of settling, because I just like, whatever. I just want to be done. The house was absolutely beautiful and immaculate. The rooms were just smaller, so we would have had to downsize and get new furniture, blah blah blah, whatever. Okay. I'm sorry if I'm talking too fast. Sorry. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm talking too fast. Anyway, so whenever we got there and we was looking at the paper, like it was almost too good to be true because they didn't want no security deposit, didn't want no pet deposit, didn't want no cleaning deposit. They didn't want anything. Literally, all they wanted was the security deposit. That's it. So I want to say maybe like $100, maybe not even. Yeah, the security. What? Anyway, so I'm looking at the thing and I look over and the Mexican guy that pulled out in front of my husband is talking like he's talking my husband to death. Come to find out, that Mexican guy was the old tenant and he was there getting his final walkthrough, and the other lady that pulled up was the property manager or whatever taking pictures, right? Okay, so we talking or whatever. He all talking to my husband like, oh yeah, we had a dog. My husband know what kind of dog he got, how many kids he had, and all types of stuff, right? So we in the car. I'm like, I tell her, I was like, okay, cool, we want it, let's go. And they see our account, so they're like, okay, cool, it's fine. So me and my husband in the car, phone rings, and girl, y'all, it's the agent. She's like pissed. I'm like, what's wrong? The Mexican guy that was talking my husband to death called the property manager and told the property manager not to rent to us because we were belligerent and disrespectful and nasty. In other words, we're black people, don't rent to us because we were rude. He was talking my husband to death. Anyway, so I got really annoyed because I'm like, great, now we gonna have to do this shit all over again, right? Because for whatever reason, there were no other houses popping up. I'm like, what the hell? Like, there was nothing. It was that one and like 3 more, and they were so ugly. Okay, so we go and we ended up not being able to meet with our main realtor because she was doing other stuff, whatever. And so anyway, we sit down, looking at houses. This one pops up. Mind you, that night I had wrote in my journal everything, like I was praying, and I was just like, be intentional, like ask me for things specifically, and let's see. I'm like, okay. So I start almost done. So I started journaling or whatever, and I literally wrote down specifically everything that I wanted. Hold on, I'll start crying. I literally wrote down everything that I wanted in the house. I was like, I wanted the backyard to be huge. I wanted a fire pit in my backyard. I wanted a balcony in my room. I wanted my kids' room to be separate. I even wrote down the colors that I wanted to paint my kids' room. I said what size I wanted my kitchen to be. I said that I wanted, because y'all know my mom lives with me, I said I wanted my mom's room to be like downstairs with her own bathroom next to the laundry room because she be helping me with laundry, girl. You know, so y'all, I was like, okay, we want to see this house. So we walk in the house, y'all, I could just feel like this is my freaking house. So that's when I went on live with y'all, and y'all, like, I walked in the house like, what, when I tell y'all everything I wrote in my journal was that house, y'all, like, I swear to God, like, walking in, everything that I asked for, mom's room's downstairs, going to the backyard is like mountain landscaping with a big old fire pit in the middle of the backyard. It's covered over the back just like I like it. Like, I literally everything that I wrote down. So then I go in the house, look at the kitchen, like I wanted like granite, but like that white marble granite. It's white marble granite in the kitchen. Okay, and it's the appliances that I want, the exact appliances. So the color of the wood on the floors, everything. I wanted ceiling fans that already had lights, because for whatever reason in Vegas they don't have lights on their ceiling fans. There were lights in every ceiling fan in every house, y'all. Like, so then I walk upstairs, y'all. I have a little boy and a little girl. So I go upstairs and I look in the little girl's room. My daughter had just told me that she wanted her room pink and white stripes, just like my walls in my room. But my walls are white and gray. So she wanted pink and white stripes. So y'all, why did I walk into the upstairs room? I swear to God, because I get my key. I'm getting ahead of myself. Why did I walk into the room? And it was pink and white stripes all over the wall. Like the little girl's room was already painted. My son, I told y'all before, is obsessed with Mario. I go into, and his favorite color is gray, like my wall. I go into the little boy's room. There's a mural, like there's like, it's like somebody painted a face of Mario. I swear to God, like a face of Mario on the wall. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm like trying to keep it together, because the last people just was calling saying they Negroes, don't rent to them. So I'm trying not to be the weird black lady crying in the house, Jesus. So I walk past the kids' room or whatever, and then I keep walking. There was other stuff up there, Jesus. It was a family room, and it was nice, and it had but y'all, My main thing is my balcony because I'm gonna do a morning routine video for y'all. But I have a full-fledged morning routine that includes me being outside in the beginning, and then at night I journal outside at the beginning of the day and before I go to bed. It's not an option. That is my routine at morning and night. So I was like, it'd be so much better. I was like, but I wrote down like, God, when I buy my house, I want a balcony, and I described. I was like, I want it big enough for me to put like a hammock on it and like describe it, y'all. Why did I want? Oh, I'm sorry. And then I wrote down that I wanted my closets already customized, so I didn't have to do it and stuff like that. And that I wanted a big shower with like a sit down bench in it with marble inside the shower. I swear to, I'm gonna show y'all like because I haven't dated y'all. I walk in the room. Why is it like a custom bathroom with like marble on the inside of the shower? The shower like literally like everything. Ooh, like everything that I had wrote down, like everything. And so then I keep walking. Guess what I see? A balcony. There's a balcony, like right out, like, oh my God. Like, and it was literally because I wrote down things specifically in detail, like the color that I wanted it, the width of it, like, y'all. So at that point, I'm crying. And my husband comes in and he's like, babe, because he knows I tell him everything. He was like, babe. And I was just like, I know. So this was like the day before Christmas Eve. So I was discouraged. I got not discouraged, but that's when I got on there. It was like, y'all have to pray for me. But I was just kind of like, especially because the first house, I was like, Lord, like if I get the house, great. If I don't, then that just means that you got something better for me. And just killing old habits. Sometimes I'll like talk myself not out of it, but just get myself to like prepare for the disappointment. And I was like fighting against that. So anyway, I woke up in the morning and it was this bird that's always outside. If y'all saw my live, y'all saw that bird was there, and I just felt so much peace. So I get to work because I was gonna be late and I don't like to drive late at night. So my husband drops me off. When we get out the car, I was like, hey, but this is yesterday. I was like, hey, babe, do you think we should just start looking at other houses? And he was like, babe, you don't sound that confident. You got to be more confident. And I was like, it's not that. I just don't want to pull all our eggs in one basket. That was at like 8 o'clock. So I'm going to say I was doing my client's hair. I'm going to say it was like 10:15 and my phone rings. And when my phone rung, it was my husband. He like, what you doing? And I'm like, what do you think I'm doing? You drop me off. I'm like, I'm at work. I'm like, what's up? And he's like, are you busy? I was like, well, I'm doing my client's hair. He know I'm crazy. So normally when he say that is because he know I'm a Yale. And so I was like, I can talk, baby, what's wrong? And he was like, nothing's wrong. So we got the house. I was like, huh? What you said? What you had said? And then I had to keep myself together. I was like washing my client's hair. And I was like, I had to keep myself together because I knew like if I let one tear fall, like I was just going to be like the girl that was in my room crying. So I went outside and I was like, baby, I heard you. Like, did you say we got the house or we got the house? And he was like, baby, we got the house. So, y'all, I get my keys today. I'm going to be here working, but my baby daddy going to get the keys. I mean, my husband and my baby daddy going to get the keys and stuff. And we already paid the deposit and stuff. So whoever was praying for me, thank you. Like, it really worked. And I'm going to give you guys the house tour later on today. When I get my keys, I'm going to be on live with y'all so y'all can see it when I walk through the door. Amazing. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Y'all, listen, I was like about to cry. Yes, like, and then almost died. And what's so crazy, like, I've been learning that if y'all don't take nothing else from my story, if one door closes on you, that is not a door close. God is just preparing you for something else. Like, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna include the other house that I was gonna get, and I'm gonna show y'all, like, I'm gonna do my blah blah. As soon as we get off of here, I'm going to like record it on my phone and show y'all the house that I was going to get that they blocked. Like, oh yeah, don't rent to them because they ghetto with the black because we Negroes and stuff. I'm gonna show you guys that one, and when you see that one, and then when you see the one that I just got, you're gonna be like, oh, that was God. When I told you, like, it wasn't that, like, like if I got this, like the house that we have now is like the other house that they turned us down for times like two. It's like two of those houses in that one. Sorry, I'm reading comments. Yeah, so literally if one door closes, please stop looking at that as a closed door. That is not a closed door. That is God making way for something else that is better. Because listen, imagine if I would have gotten that house, I would have never even seen this one. And when I'm trying so hard not to cry. When I tell y'all, I'm going to show you my journal. I swear, like, I'm going to show you my journal. I'm going to edit a full-fledged video because I am not playing with y'all. That's why I'm like, take my course because, and I'm doing ebooks and stuff. I'm going to be writing a whole bunch of ebooks because, baby, girl, nobody can tell me God is not real. Like, nobody. And nobody can tell me that the way that they normally teach us to manifest things is right and that this way is wrong. Like, nobody's going to tell me that. Nobody. Sometimes I say thinking I'm being what? Girl, I'm telling you, it's like every time because I'm a really like headstrong type of person. My client about to be here in a minute, y'all. I'm gonna have to get off. But I'm a really, really, really like headstrong person. So like God gotta like punch me with stuff. Like I'm not, it can just be like, oh babe, don't do that. I'm be like, no, I think I should. And then I start businesses or well in the past I would do things that I thought I could do like just on my own without even looking at the full plan. And then before I know it, I dug myself into. But no, like I'm not doing that anymore. Like I just don't even know what to say. Girl, oh my God, like. And it's like everything is moving so fast. Some of you guys be like, oh, see, you do too much. Yo, I got these videos pre-recorded. So that's why I'm trying to go live more because for the next couple of days, I'm not going to be able to edit. Like, I'm only going to be able to do this. Even though I have some amazing freaking content, I will not be able to edit until after I move. Because literally, my inspection is today for the house that we in. And then the movers come tomorrow. I move tomorrow. And I'm at work right now. So my husband and my mom are handling a lot of things. I didn't want to cancel on my clients at the last minute because I just found out today. But yes. Oh, God, it's so dusty in here. I cleaned them. Well, I have cleaned up. I just have my mouth shut. No, I'm a Cancer. Mm-hmm. You probably should. Because what I'm gonna do, I'm going to go live from the time we get in the car to when we pull up. So I'm just warning y'all. I'm a Cancer. My birthday is July 20th, 1990, and I cry at the drop of a hat. I just watched Lion King again because it was my favorite movie, and I cried when Mufasa died. I'm going. I'm gonna cry. I'm just letting you know. So if you don't want to, if you don't want to see that, don't watch the video. I'm just saying, cause my husband gonna have the keys before me. And I imagined and pictured myself in the house for manifestation and to have the keys and turn the door. Jesus, I'm pass out. So just, I don't hear it. Like, don't be all like, oh my God, I said it's so emotional. I already told you that. My client's here, y'all. I gotta go, y'all.